Defense conceded to prayer 2 and granted access of the phone to a phone. The handset was taken by the investigator. Other than the investigator and the owner of the phone, none has access to the operation of that phone. From yesterday, that same number of the OCS, it is number, that same number, Your Honor, the OCS, that's the respondent, 0722 91 9880, has been sending messages soliciting for money. Among the victims is Mr. Ombeta, who has been asked for 80,000 shillings. Family members who are here, the phone is engaged in looking for money and fundraising that the OCS is in a problem that he requires money, people to fundraise for him. This is a serious issue that if the commissioners of IPOA who are in custody of the handset and the password have allowed that phone and that contact for citizens to be swindled, it is so serious, and we shall be seeking that the custodian of those funds, those are the commissioners of IPOA, be summoned to this court to explain how the phone in their custody can be used to defraud Kenyans. You know, remember, it was a spirited fight to get the access, and we said we have no problem. IPOA is a constitutional office. But definitely, that is where we are saying, if the state is disputing, we want the commissioners to be present before this court to explain that grievous anomaly. You know, with that, I will allow my other colleagues to proceed. I have another matter before Machakos High Court at 4:30, so that I go and attend. I be allowed to be discharged. But my able team is able to prosecute that. Thank you.
You want to buttress on that? Our client reported to Langata Police Station by OB dated 18th of June 2025, whereby he reported all those issues. And what we pray, Your Honor, apart from the summons, is expedited investigations so as to protect the integrity of the investigation, because it goes into the root of all this process. If that phone, gadget, and everything is infiltrated, Your Honor, the integrity of investigations will be jeopardized. And as such, Your Honor, pursuant to that OB and that report, we pray that the investigations be expedited, the investigating officer be summoned to explain, and also on top of those commissioners, Your Honor. We so pray.
From my side, then probably we are witnessing this matter at the end of the day. In case we arrest these 4 people. Yes, I'm done with the actually also. But one was clear about 9 p.m. tonight. We arrest these 4 people, but then for the moment, just like everybody is stepping aside, if the people can step aside until we get sort of this. And it's serious.
Just before I believe also mentioned the aspect of the integrity of that gadget. That gadget is a subject of investigations by a court. The moment they are able to use that gadget for other purposes, we don't know what they are doing with it. That may result in an outcome that none of us is in control, and even the court, whatever the outcome of that investigation, nobody can assure us of the integrity.
So Your Honor, perhaps the investigating officer should be summoned as well. Come and give an undertaking that the integrity of the whole process will not only be done to utilize the victim, but to ensure the rights of all the parties.
Yes, Your Honor. Very serious allegations have been made, which we are not ready to deny or confirm. We confirm that a phone was taken from the respondent. Considering the nature of those allegations, and having heard what Mr. Langata said last, without the attempt to impugn bad motive on their part, because he's already talking about the integrity of the custody. As we speak now, we believe and we have no reason to doubt that the phone and any other exhibit in relation to this matter has been properly kept in safe custody in line with the dictates of chain of custody. We have quickly, as a preliminary issue, texted Mr. Jibril. He has responded that no one has it switched off and it's in the lab. I have no reason to doubt, just like I have no reason to doubt them, I have no reason to doubt Mr. Jibril, that the phone was switched off, immediately it was taken from the respondent, and it is safely kept in custody in a lab. However, Your Honor, we would humbly advise our colleagues through the court that they make a report, because these are serious allegations, so that... Let me just finish. If you've done that, that's okay. That's a good way to deal with it. So that separate investigations can be undertaken on that. But Your Honor, just like I mentioned earlier that I'm a student of common sense and the law, it beats logic that a senior investigator in the level of Mr. Jibril would request for 80,000 using the same phone of the respondent. But because I don't want to impute bad motive on their part, even though it beats common sense that an investigator can ask you for 80,000 and ask no one else, ask the counsel for the same person. It beats.
There are a number of messages. There's 25,000 for another person. There are quite a number.
That's right. I am saying that.
And also, counsel, we are not imputing anything wrong from
Let me just finish. Let me finish.
We are saying an own person, not Jibril. We
Yes.
know Jibril is a good man. He's an advocate of the IO.
Let me finish. Please. And without doubting the IO, is that it would beat common sense for whoever it is to take for such a public interest matter the phone of a respondent in the level of the OCS and request his counsel, among many others, his counsel for 80,000. So we ask them to report. Let us have investigations into that matter, so that the truth may come out. We could have a mention date if there is need be to bring the investigating officer. I don't think we need the commissioners of IPOA to come and tell us that the investigating officers kept a phone, because operationally it is the investigating officers who are in custody of the mobile phone.
So I think it's a very serious allegation.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, it is serious.
Yeah. Because already we have taken the first report here.
Yeah.
So what we can do, it's been a long night and a long day, yeah?
Yeah.
let's take a mention date here, and then we can summon the investigating officer, Mr. Jim.
Right.
Yeah, to check, like, because I understand he has communicated through a message.
Right, yes.
Let's take a mention, and then also we will follow up on this. Because we know the court, we cannot investigate.
That is true.
We don't have that mandate.
Your Honor, with your kind permission, now that you've called upon me, allow me to just say this. Number one, that I've been there for about 8 years, and at no point has any board member or commissioner have access to exhibits. Those are investigative processes, and it doesn't get to the board. And it is on that basis that I humbly ask also for good order and to enable me report back for the necessary reporting to come back to the court. It would be good for us to get the exact timing, the details of the timing of those messages. He has just given us the number, and Jibril confirms that that number is actually the OCS's number. But we need the timings of those messages, the different content, which maybe you can direct us, we can do after the court session or now. And lastly, Your Honor, we are alive also to the fact of something called spoofing. I've actually experienced it in another court at some point. This is just sharing for the knowledge of the court and for the media, because it is a very serious allegation before the media. Spoofing is something equivalent to what we call cloning of human beings. So that when you want to issue your phone, I'm not accusing anybody, but I'm just giving us a possible scenario. Before you issue your phone for an investigative process, that spoofing happens. So concurrently, something is happening behind the scene to be seen as if your phone is still active elsewhere, yet it is controlled by a different gadget and even a different SIM card. So since we are alive to that, we take it very seriously, and especially because I've said at no point, in fact, even for me as counsel at IPOA, at no point do I interact with the exhibits. And since we also have a clear chain of custody in terms of paperwork, we can trace from the day it was taken, where it went, we are informed it's in the lab, paperwork is there. So allow us that time, whichever way we direct, but for us we need the timings and the full details of those contents.
And that's what I was suggesting. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure in the intervening period,
Yes.
you will have reached out to Ombeta and his team.
I don't have his contact. I will not know how to reach him. So Your Honor,
We can have a mention.
that will
Let
be
the time
different.
come.
Yeah.
Just for the purposes of, because it's a very serious,
It is.
it's a very serious and
It
very
is.
weighty allegation.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And you know, it's a very sensitive matter.
Yes.
And it is before us.
Yes, indeed.
And we should equally take it with the seriousness
That it deserves. That is
So
true.
it has been raised and it has been reported. Yeah. So let's have a mention where now the lead investigating officer the same Mr. Jim will come forward.
Yes.
Only for purposes of confirming.
Yeah, that was it.
He's now the one in custody of the same phone. Yeah?
Yes.
So we can agree on a date.
So that, Your Honor, as we agree on the date, remember, Your Honor, the report now has not been made to them. They are the ones who are standing like suspects. So the matter has been reported to Langata Police Station. So Mr. Jibril, at the end, I take a statement.
Let's I think that's what we should do.
Sorry, Your Honor. Because of the seriousness of the allegation, give us summons for Mr. Jibril tomorrow or Friday. Let us deal with this, because I have been in the prosecution for now around 12 years, 12 and a half. This matter may not just be about this text. I will not say so much about it. Please summon Mr. Jibril to come tomorrow or Friday. Let him give us an explanation, even as the investigations continue.
Fair.
Friday.
Your Honor, just as a matter of record, so that it doesn't look like it is only counsel who will send those messages. Let it be on record that also the family members.
Has been pointed out.
Yes, I just want to clarify for the sake of, so that it doesn't appear like it is only counsel who receives the message. Let it also be on record.
So that you don't make memes about me.
Yes, because it appears like he's looking, the way he's looking at counsel.
No. Counsel may not know. Mr. Ombeta knows me well. I'm very respectful. So he would have complained if he thought like you think. But we also urge any other person who may have been sent text messages should also report to Langata, We are just saying that we will give it the seriousness. That's why we are saying we come back tomorrow or Friday.
They have suggested Friday.
Yes, Friday is okay.
Friday will be the-
At 8 a.m.
At 8 a.m.
All right.
Okay.
And in the afternoon. Yes. Afternoon. We have matters in the morning.
Afternoon.
Yes.
No, 2 is okay then.
2 is okay. Yes.
So we use someone's different.
Yes, someone's the issue. Could we instead make it 11? I'm told that Jibril may be going to the mosque. Being,
11 is okay.
we can do 11.
You are my friend, we have no problem.
Yeah.
You know, Your Honor, they call him the frog lawyer. And while they call me Bill and Mr. Maribon.
I'm not that.
At least you have names.
So once again, I want to thank you for the propriety, the decorum that you've exhibited. And if there's anyone who has been offended by my ruling, that may have been in infidelity to the law. Yes. So thank you so much. I wish you a good evening.
Thank you to you.